Howdy, my name is Mr. Del Pietro. I teach most of the woodworking classes here at Marlboro High School. We have 3 different levels. Our first level is Intro to Woodworking Technology. Our second and third level is Cabinet Making and Advanced Cabinet Making. As the levels rise up, so from 1 to 3, the projects get progressively harder and more complicated. In the first level, we work more towards little projects to get you home in on your skills and see what you like. Into levels 2 and 3 is where we really home in on your furniture, the cabinet making side of woodworking. So if you're interested in any of the woodworking classes or interested in the trade fields, these classes are a very good class to start out to help pick your brain to see maybe you might want to do this in the near future. A carpentry skill or any trade skill is something that cannot be outsourced, and there are plenty of good paying jobs left out there in the U.S. where we need to fill them. So if you like this, come join woodworking.
So interactive design is a course laid out for using the design process and something called engineering design. So we do a lot of projects that deal with various forms of technology, from architecture to engineering to graphic design to 3D modeling. We use things like our 3D printer and the wide range of tools and equipment that we have here in the Interactive Design Lab, and we make products dealing with various forms of product design. So students not only make their products that they're able to take home and actually use, but they also receive feedback from people who test out their products as well.
In Electronics 1, we learn about basic circuitry. We also learn how to work with metal, and we construct a project that contains basic circuitry and is installed in a metal box. In Honors Electronics, we learn digital electronics as also wireless communication. We also learn basic programming and robotics. Computer-aided design is a design course where we learn how to sketch, make things on computers, and also prototype them on a 3D printer.
My name is Mr. Warrens. I teach Videocom 1, Videocom 2, and Honors Innovation in Design. In our video communication classes, we learn how to use video cameras, audio devices. We learn how to use editing software such as Adobe Premiere and Adobe After Effects. We do a lot of fun projects like music videos, we do commercials, we do SNL skits, and we also enter a lot of competitions. We have a lot of students that have won awards, such as the Garden State Film Festival, the New Jersey Natural Gas Film Competition, and the New Jersey Protect Me with 3, just to name a few.
Hi, I'm Mrs. McCammon, and this is Digital Media 1, Digital Media 2, Graphic Arts Technology, and Graphic Arts and Design. Digital Media 1 and Digital Media 2 are in the Technology Department, and they will fulfill your 21st century requirement. Graphic Arts Technology and Graphic Arts and Design is taught within the Art Department, but it's taught in this room, and that would fulfill your art requirement. Both of those are required to graduate. Digital Media 1, which would be the introductory course, does typographic typography, where they learn about letters and they learn how to design using typography. We move on to menus, cereal boxes. It's a great class to take whether or not you feel that you have any creativity, because this is a place to discover yourself. You do not have to be artistically inclined. I personally can't draw, but I'd be more than happy to show you ways to get around that. We do digital photography. We have basically relatively new computers, and we'd love for you to try us out.
In this class, we do digital media and photography design, and I teach the level 1 digital media class, and I also teach architecture in this room and also engineering graphics. And we do a lot of work on projects, designing and building, and it's a lot of fun, and you should take our classes.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Fitzgerald, and I teach in the Family and Consumer Science Department. Fashion 1, 2, 3, and 4 are 5 credit courses, and Fashion 4 is an honors levels class. In the fashion classes, the students will learn about fashion design, the elements and principles of design, clothing construction, hand sewing techniques, and sewing machine techniques. Interior Design 1 and 2 are also 5 credit courses, and Interior 2 is an honors levels class as well. In these classes, the students will create and design floor plans, 3-dimensional models, presentation boards. They'll also learn about textiles, the elements and principles of design, and furniture styles. Some of the projects that the students will be creating in fashion are recycled garment design. They'll be doing fashion through the decades, fashion illustration. They'll be creating pajama pants and handbags, dresses, and they'll also be creating a fashion magazine. The upper level fashion classes will be creating three-dimensional storefront design that goes along with part of the boutique that they're creating. The boutique is basically a store that they design and create. They make the merchandise boards, they're doing a whole business plan on that project, and they'll be creating a garment to go along with it and a three-dimensional model of what the interior space of their boutique would look like. Interior Design 1 students will be working on a lot of floor plan development. They will be doing 3D projects. They'll be working on textiles, presentation boards. And in the honors level interior design class, the students basically creating a whole house floor plan. The floor plan as well as a three-dimensional model of a full house. And she's basically creating around a whole family scenario that she created and making sure that everything in the house is to scale and that it meets all the needs and requirements of the family that she created.
We have food science. In food science, we learn an awful lot about recipes and being able to follow a recipe, be able to prepare food at home and eat healthy. We go through a lot of different units. We have a whole unit on quick breads, pastry, cookies, grains, and we always get to taste our food. So we prepare, we taste, we always make that hallway smell really good. We also have another great class. It's Child Development 1 and 2. It's open for sophomores, juniors, and seniors. And in this class we explore the social, emotional, intellectual, and physical development of children from birth through preschool, and then that's for Child Development 1. Child Development 2 is for school-age children through the elderly. And it's a real hands-on class. We did make a lot of projects. We do a lot of group work.
World Cuisine is a course where students will be studying the geography, regions, as well as foods of a variety of different countries. If you love to cook, this is a great opportunity for you to take a semester course. It's worth 2.5 credits. You'll be preparing a variety of different foods, as I said, in different countries, from different countries, as well as sampling them. Some of the countries will be covering Latin America countries. We'll be looking at Asian countries, the United States, the different regions of the United States, as well as the Middle East. So come join World Cuisine, if you like to cook and you're interested in sampling all these different foods, and we look forward to having you.
Creative Foods is a class that's offered to students in 10th, 11th, and 12th grade. Creative Foods is one of those classes where you can prepare attractive and nutritious foods. Some of the units that we cover in Creative Foods would be herbs and spices, where students will prepare homemade marinara sauce, homemade garlic bread, pesto with pasta, homemade bruschetta. We make an apple cake, pumpkin muffins, where we're using a lot of herbs and spices to enhance the food flavors.
I hate Algebra 2. I'm so bad at it.
I hate math. Why do I need this in everyday life? Where am I going to use a parabola?
Do you have these thoughts going through your head?
If so, we have the electives for you.
I'm Mr. Jessica. I teach probability and statistics. It is an elective that is an alternative to your traditional AAT or pre-calculus. A lot of the colleges require you to take a statistics course that gives you a good foundation for a college prep.
Everything.
Everything, yes.
And I'm Miss Caruso, and I'm teaching a new math elective. It's called Discrete Math. It's more project-based. It's not so much numbers. It's more of, oh, I'm going to use this in my everyday life. So if that's for you, come join.
Hi, I'm Ms. Raywinkle. I teach Introduction to Computer Science and AP Computer Science. Computer science is a fast-growing field. The jobs are growing at 2 times the national average. It's the job that pays the highest. Coming right out of college, it has the highest average starting salary. What we do in the course is we learn Java programming, and the half-year course covers about half of what the AP Computer Science course covers. The AP Computer Science course covers everything from the beginning, but it goes at a faster pace. So if you're taking an honors level math course and doing well in it, I would suggest taking the AP Computer Science course, but otherwise I would really suggest the Introduction to Computer Science, which is a half-year course. You learn a lot of coding, you have a lot of hands-on time, you're creating code, building things from scratch, working with other students. Students in general find it very enjoyable.
Marlboro High School English Department offers 2 electives in the performing arts that fulfill your art requirement for graduation. These are drama, which is offered in the first semester, and advanced drama, which is offered in the second semester. Drama gives an introduction to theater. You learn about how to use your voice, so it helps with public speaking, movement, and also how to build a character. In advanced drama, we use that knowledge on performance projects. Both classes feature on Mondays,
Movie Mondays!
And on Fridays we have
Improv Fridays!
So on Movie Mondays we do critiques of films that we've seen, and on Improv Fridays we do different improv games that tie into our units, kind of like if you've seen Whose Line Is It Anyway. In the first semester, September to January, we do storytelling, perform scripted scenes, we write our own original scenes, we read scripts from film and television, and we learn basic stage directions and theater terminology. In advanced drama, which goes to the second half of the year, we still have our Movie Mondays and Improv Fridays. We create and film commercials and music videos. We study films and different directors. We write, direct, and perform our own original plays and films. We learn about theater history and design, and we do a full-length improv play. So if you're interested in working on your public speaking skills, if you really like movies, or if you're interested in performance, stop by B113, ask me some questions. I'm Mrs. Bender, and hope to see you in drama.
Hi, my name is Mrs. Rivera, and I teach the creative writing and the advanced creative writing courses here at Marlboro High School. What I love about creative writing is that it is an elective for people who really like to write. It's a way to hone your writing skills, it's a way to create a portfolio and have a collection of work to take with you when you go off to college. The way it works is that creative writing is for the first half year, and then you can take advanced creative writing for the second half year. Creative writing is a course specifically for sophomores, juniors, and seniors. And you take the creative writing class, and if you really like it, you can go on to advanced creative writing where you further hone those skills. So when you leave creative writing, you have a portfolio, and then you add to that portfolio when you go off to advanced creative writing. In creative writing, we start off with short stories, then we go into poetry, and then we collaborate and we write a couple of plays together. What's really interesting is that a lot of times students will come to me and they're not really sure how to write or what they want to write. By the time they're done with the course, they're kind of excited about what they've written, and they go off onto the advanced creative writing. In creative writing, we start out with just general poetry. We'll do some free verse, some narrative, and a couple of sonnets. When we get into the more advanced classes, we work with more specific structured forms of poetry. We also go into individualized plays, and then we create short stories. It's really a fun class. My students have a lot of fun in it, and I have a blast teaching it.